Am I the jerk for not letting my cousin borrow my car after he returned it messy last time? My cousin and I are in a really awkward fight right now, and it's spiraled into a family drama that I didn't expect. Some relatives think I'm being selfish. Others say I'm just setting boundaries, and honestly, I feel stuck in the middle. Here's the story. I have always been the responsible cousin in the family. I have a steady job, I live on my own, and I saved up for years to buy my car. It's nothing super fancy, it's a mid-range 2019 Honda Civic, but it's the nicest thing I own, and I take care of it like it's my baby. My cousin is, well, different. He's fun, he's spontaneous, but he's not the most reliable person. He's bounced between jobs, usually has some new scheme going on, and doesn't always think things through. We grew up fairly close, and I genuinely care about him. But he has this habit of taking advantage of people's kindness, especially when it comes to borrowing things. A few months ago, this cousin asked if he could borrow my car for just a couple of errands. He said his own car was in the shop, and he needed to get groceries and go to a job interview. I was hesitant, but he looked stressed, and I wanted to help. I handed over the keys with one condition. Please bring it back the same way you got it. Full tank, no mess. He promised. Swore up and down. When he returned the car later that night, I immediately noticed a smell. Fast food. Fries, burgers, soda. Sure enough, there were wrappers stuffed in the passenger door, crumbs on the seat, and an empty cup in the cup holder. On top of that, the gas tank was basically empty. He'd returned it with less than a quarter tank. I was irritated. I confronted him right there and said, "Dude, this is not how I left it. Why would you eat in my car and not even bother to clean up? And you didn't fill the tank." He just laughed and said, "Relax, man, it's just a little mess. You're so uptight. I'll fill it next time." A couple weeks later, he asked again. He said his car was still in the shop, and he had a super important errand. I was reluctant, but against my better judgment, I let him take it. This time, he kept it overnight without telling me. When I texted him asking where the car was, he replied hours later with, "Sorry, bro, lost track of time. I'll drop it off tomorrow." When I finally got it back, there were muddy shoe prints on the floor mats. The passenger seat had sticky residue like someone spilled a drink. And again, the gas was low. I was fuming. I told him, "This isn't cool. You can't treat my car like a trash can. This is the last time I'm lending it to you if you can't respect it." He rolled his eyes and said, "You act like your car is a Ferrari. Chill. I'll take it to a car wash sometime." Spoiler, he never did. Fast forward to last month. He showed up at my apartment asking to borrow the car again. He said he had a date and wanted to make a good impression. I told him flat out no, not after the last 2 times. You trashed my car and didn't refill the gas. I'm not going through that again. He immediately got defensive. Seriously? You're going to hold a grudge over a couple of wrappers and some gas money? That's petty, man. We're family. Family helps each other. I stood my ground. Being family doesn't mean I have to let you disrespect my stuff. He stormed out, muttering about how selfish I was. Here's where it gets complicated. He went and complained to the rest of the family. My aunt called me saying, "Why couldn't you just let him use it? You know he's struggling right now. A car is just a car, but family is forever." I told her, it's not just a car. It's thousands of dollars of investment, and he's already proven he won't take care of it. My mom sides with me. She says he needs to learn responsibility. But other relatives have chimed in, calling me stingy, uptight, or saying I don't understand what family means. Now, every time there's a family gathering, my cousin avoids me, or he makes little digs like, "Careful, don't touch his stuff. He thinks he's too good for us." The thing is, I so feel a little guilty. I know he doesn't have much. His car really is unreliable, and he's trying to get his life together. I have more stability than he does, and maybe I should be more generous. But then I remember how he treated my car like it was disposable. He didn't apologize, he didn't make it right, and he acts like I'm the crazy one for expecting basic respect. I keep asking myself, is it selfish to put my boundaries above helping family? Or is it reasonable to say, "You broke my trust, so you don't get to borrow my things anymore"? I vented to some friends outside the family. Every single one said, "You're not wrong. I wouldn't even have lent him the car the first time." One even told me I was too nice for giving him multiple chances. They gave me some validation. But then I think about how half my family is mad at me, and I wonder if I should have just sucked it up and handed him the keys. As of now, my cousin and I aren't speaking. Family events are tense. Some relatives think I'm just standing up for myself. The car itself is fine. I got it detailed, cleaned the mats, and made sure everything was back to my standards. But every time I see my cousin, I feel this wave of resentment. And here's the kicker. He still doesn't see what he did wrong. In his mind, I'm the unreasonable one for making a big deal out of nothing. So, am I the jerk for refusing to let my cousin borrow my car after he treated it poorly? Part of me wonders if I should have been more patient, knowing he's struggling. But the other part of me thinks, how many chances does someone get before enough is enough? It feels like he expects unconditional generosity just because we're related. But I don't think family should mean unlimited access to each other's things without accountability.